So there is a common mistake that most developers keep on doing over and over again. And I have seen this in very many web applications when I'm doing penetration testing. And in today's video, I'm going to show you that mistake so you never make it again, right? So if you are a developer, this video is made for you. So let me show you something. This is a simple website, right? You can see this is some kind of an archive, right? Where you can upload images. And it's very cool. So let's try to test it out. Let's see if it's working as intended. First, we notice we have the home right here. This is exactly where we are, right? And we have the gallery here where you can actually browse the images. This is the gallery, and we have the upload. That means we can upload an image. We can contribute, like you can upload a photo right here. That's very interesting. So this is where they make the mistake, and I'm going to show you that mistake. So we are going to upload a photo right here. So we can try with this. So let's give it some time to upload. Great. It hasn't been able to upload. Let's try one more time. Add to archive. This could be internet. Okay, this is very great. So it has been added to the archive. Let's confirm that by visiting this page, and you notice it has really been uploaded. That's a very good sign. And this is the intended behavior. There is no mistake at this moment. Let's try one more images to confirm. So we shall head over to the upload right there and maybe select another image like this one or this again. Upload that. Great, so you notice that this has also been uploaded correctly without any problems. But let's confirm that. And you notice it has been, uploaded correctly, just like we expected. So let me show you something really, really interesting. We're going to head over to the upload right here. And this time, let me show you something. We are going to try to upload something different. Let's try an audio file, right? This is an audio file. Let's confirm if it's really an audio file. We can do ls, and you can notice it's right there. We can, try to play it by copy.wav.
Humanity has 4 universal truths.
And you notice that it's really working. It's an audio file. That's really great. We can do one more confirmation. And you notice that this is an audio file. So let's try to upload it and see if it's going to work out. Great. So you notice that this has been rejected. They only accept JPG and PNG. That's really, really great. What if we try something different? Let's try... We have something else. Let's try to upload a PDF, right? So this is a PDF. Let's see if they will accept that. So it has been rejected. That's correct. That is the intended behavior. Let's confirm one more time that it didn't really go through. So that is a confirmation that it never uploaded. But here is the crazy part. So let me show you something interesting. Right here, we have another file. It is a .php file. That is PHP code. We're going to try to upload it and see if it's going to work out. Great. So it has been rejected as well. That is very, very normal. Let me show you something now. So let's do ls here and try to find out what type of file this one is. So we shall do file and paste that right there. So this is a PHP script, right? Let's try to see what is inside there before we can do anything by doing cat. So notice this. This is PHP code. This is PHP script, right? You can see that. So let's try to do something. So if you know this right here, the gecko, this is a PHP backdoor. So we shall try to upload it and see if it's going to work. We tried to do that, but it never worked. But what if we change the name and give it a brand new name? Like, let's try to give it a name like copy, right? We're going to do cp and this right there, and we give it a new name called .png. This time we shall call it that name. So we're going to rename it to make a copy of it, giving it a new name. Let's do ls, and it has already been formed. It's right there. So let's confirm what type of file it is. When we do file, you notice that it is still a PHP script, but it has a .png extension. Let's confirm from here. So take a look here. It's still looking like a PHP script. Let's confirm. Let's try something interesting here. Let's try to upload it like this, and you notice it's right there. That's the mistake that developers make. Let's check here. Notice that this has been uploaded successfully. Remember, it's not a valid PNG, it's not an image, it is PHP code. Actually, it is a backdoor. So that's the mistake that developers keep on making. They validate the extension. They do not validate the actual file. So let's try to access this file we have just uploaded and see what it is exactly. Like I told you, this is a backdoor, this is a web shell, this is a PHP web shell. That means if the server is able to run it, we can take full control of this website. We can, do what we call remote code execution. Let's try to test that by coming right over here and change to uploads, and paste that. Interesting. You see that? This is a backdoor. We're going to try to execute code in the server and see if this is going to work out. What is most interesting about this backdoor, it has what we call the terminal. So it's right there. Let's try to use it and see. The terminal is right here. Still loading. Great. So this is the terminal. Let's try to do ls and see where we are exactly. I mean, what exactly we have in there. So the internet is likely unstable. Interesting, and you can see we can see all the uploaded images. We are in that same directory. So let's do pwd, print working directory, where exactly we are. Interesting, and you see where we are. So what if we try to do cd and do this again? Try to do this. Let's see where we are. So at this moment, we are executing code straight to the server. So that is a vulnerability that can lead to full server takeover. We've taken over the entire server. We are executing code. So that's the mistake you make. You can actually do a lot of crazy stuff when you gate this backdoor on the server part. We don't want to do that. This is strictly for educational purposes, right? We just try to show you what mistakes you make so that you shouldn't make them again, right? So I'm going to close this, and you can see there's a lot you can really do with this backdoor. You can, backdoor destroyer. You can There is what we call auto root. You can do, the auto root. It's really a lot of things you can do. Very, very interesting, but we don't want to do that at this time. The point of this is to show you exactly how to, protect your web applications from such vulnerabilities. So let's see what's the problem. We shall go back to this place here. So the mistake, what exactly is happening? What is the problem? So the mistake is that instead of validating what we call the magic bytes, reading the magic bytes that identify what type of file this is, they validate the file extension. Let me show you something here. So you notice that when we renamed this and gave it a .png extension, it worked correctly. It had to bypass the filter. So this is what we call the double extension attack. It is a file upload, kind of attack. So instead of reading the file to understand what exactly it is, they validate against the extension. That's a mistake. You've seen how dangerous it is. So learn how to create really strong web application. This is strictly for educational purposes. If you found this video nice, you can leave a comment, you can share, you can like and follow this account. Thank you for watching.